Welcome to Classics Confidential, on location on the beautiful island of Cyprus. Of course, in Greek mythology, Cyprus is the birthplace of the goddess Aphrodite. I'm delighted to welcome Vayos, Liapis and Maria Pavlou, two linchpins of the Humanities project based at the Open University here in Cyprus. So, Vayos and Maria, why did you choose the name Eumenides for your project? What was the thinking behind it?
Well, thanks for having us, first of all. Eumenides is a quotation from a rather well-known line by George Seferis. We forgot our heroic debate with the Eumenides, which we think encapsulates this bilateral, sometimes ambiguous, sometimes aggressive, sometimes subversive relationship between modern receptions and ancient, classical, often canonical texts. It is an ongoing debate which is sometimes forgotten, as in Seferis' poem, but most often remembered and indeed reactivated over and over again in various wildly different forms and versions.
And it is quite interesting because actually this very verse comes from a poem, All Things Pass Away. And yes, all things pass away, but at the same time, they remain and we remember them. And it's really nice, this relationship, between present and past and future. So it's quite interesting. Yeah.
The continuation of this line is actually extremely interesting too, because in the following lines, Seferis says, well, the Eumenides, we fell asleep and the Eumenides mistook us for dead people. And so they left. So it's a really dynamic relationship between the living and the dead, living antiquity, dead antiquity, the living present or the dead present. It's a really complicated relationship that goes on in there.
And the voices of the Eumenides, that way.
Yes, and not the furies.
Yes, it is important.
The kindly ones.
Yes.
Will aid our work.
Hopefully.
Hopefully, yes. We are here, of course, on the occasion of the conference you organized on the reception of ancient Greek tragic myth in modern Greek poetry and theatre of the 20th and 21st century. What gave you the idea for the conference?
Well, it was an opportunity, highly overdue, I think, to put modern Greek poetry and theatre on the map. And I mean, of course, modern Greek poetry and theatre in relation to the canonical texts of the 5th century drama, tragic drama. It has been pointed out in one of today's sessions that in this big explosion of reception studies, somehow, inexplicably, modern Greek literature is virtually absent. So that was the idea, main idea behind the conference. It is, of course, a cliché that modern Greek literature is engaged in a constant, ongoing dialogue with its ancient Greek forerunners. But somehow, curiously enough, we haven't really explored this relation in depth or as analytically or in as much detail as it deserves, I think.
Yeah, and we also thought that it would be a great opportunity to gather together scholars, discuss about it, and we have been doing the research for the last 2.5 years, and we thought that it would be a great idea to open up this scholarly dialogue to the public as well, the general public, and also with other scholars from all parts of the world, and I think it was actually a great day today. Yeah.
Good fun too.
Yes.
Well,
yes.
we should say actually that our research has been freely available from day one.
Which is very important.
Yes.
It's on humanities.ouc.ac.cy for all the world to consult and enjoy.
And contribute.
Indeed.
Because they can contribute as well.
We welcome comments and suggestions and contributions.
That's wonderful.
Yes.
Yeah, the interaction is always very important. Make the wider public sort of more engaged with the classics, more actively engaged, which of course classical reception does promote that kind of model, not the sort of passive reception as some scholars would have it, but a rather much more dynamic process, a two-way dialogue.
Yes.
So wonderful work. We wish you the very best.
Thank you so
Thank you
much.
very much for being on Classics Confidential.